12 hours. What the hell? Yeah, that was a mistake. It was supposed to be 11:30 a.m., not p.m. Jeez. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Bayern just beat Augsburg in a very, uh, weird game, to be completely honest, because the scoreline, 3-1, sounds like we cooked them minute 1 to 90. It wasn't really like that. I think the first goal was complete luck. Then the second goal was a penalty. Then the third goal was a great finish from Kane. We didn't really look like that. It wasn't really that kind of game. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think we changed from how Nagelsmann had us playing, man. I don't think we really play football. It doesn't inspire me. This is the sad thing. It doesn't really inspire me. I'm kind of annoyed. I'm annoyed, guys. The football is not inspiring. I think we created chances in the second half. There was more chances created. So there were obviously instructions for players to push forward more. Sané did really well, individually speaking. Ulreich had nothing to do. The good news is our defense wasn't getting attacked that much, and they weren't opening us up that much. I mean, that goal to undo our clean sheet was a slightly annoying one. But again, it wasn't like a consistent theme throughout the game. The game was Augsburg defending really well. Maybe that's why we really didn't blow them apart at home like that, because they were defending really well, and you got to give them credit where credit's due. There were a lot of very good moments where one good pass and we're through, and the pass was maybe undercooked or overcooked, and they would intercept, something like that. So maybe that's really what happened today, but it is slightly irritating that, we just, I don't know, we just don't look that different from Nagelsmann. I mean, if you're watching this, right, what one thing we do that's obviously, glaringly obvious when it comes to the difference between how we play and how Nagelsmann had us playing? That's what I want to know. I want to know. What do you guys think? Because I don't think we're that different, to be honest. We missed Kane last season. Very tired of Tuchel. I wouldn't say I'm tired of Tuchel. I mean, I'm not saying go sack Tuchel or anything like that. I'm just saying I want this team to play consistently. That's what I want. I want the consistency every season, or not every season, every game. I want consistent patterns of play. We just don't look like we have a plan. Like, this is what we're doing today. This is how we're going to open them up, and this is how we're going to do it to every team. You know how you watch City. You know exactly what Pep is doing. You know what they're trying to attempt to do. Oh, use the half spaces to have your midfielders and your wingers in there, and then have your fullbacks invert when you understand the concept. You know what De Zerbi at Brighton's trying to do. He's trying to draw teams out to press them and then use angles to pass through the pressure and turn, ball playing situations into counterattacking situations. So everything Brighton do is centered around that idea. You know what Leipzig's doing with Marco Rose, especially in their second halves. They're trying to make these quick passes in between the lines to Danny Olmo, to Xavi Simons, and then get Openda running in behind in straight lines and get passes to them. You know what they're trying to do. But with Bayern, what are we trying to do? Are we trying to utilize the half spaces? I mean, today, I thought Sané would, by the way, play as an attacking midfielder. It looks like Gnabry kind of played like a second striker. I wouldn't say he played like a number 10. No, he was more of like a partner to Kane in this. But, Kane was still more central. So Gnabry was slightly, whatever. But Sané did well in the position he was given, and Coman did well as well. But you don't know the pattern we're going for. Musiala got injured. We changed our entire shape. That's what I mean. It's like, what's the plan every game? Because I don't want us having a different plan every single game. I think if we play like we did today in the first half against a team like, I don't know, Gladbach next week, we'll get cooked. No, but in all seriousness, If we play like that against Leverkusen or Leipzig, Dortmund, they're trash. We'll beat them all the time. But against teams with these coaches that like transitions and also like coaching in game, then we'll get opened up. Teams with pace, teams that play fast on the transition. We got away with that because Augsburg are very stiff. They don't have much pace. They didn't really cook us on the counters. Upamecano had a nice day because no one was fast against them. So that's my concern. Walker? No, we don't need Walker. We need Tchouaméni in. Oh, I actually thought Goretzka played really well today. I mean, I still don't believe he's this DM this club's trying to turn him into. But I thought he defensively did as well as he could. I thought he was strong in tackles and duels. I thought he played with ambition. Kimmich had a disaster class in my eyes. I mean, there were a few good moments, but dog, I don't remember Kimmich really cooking. He's out of form, clearly. Just don't even be a fan and go, "Oh no, he did well." I mean, no, he didn't play well. I don't really think Kimmich did that well, to be honest. Yo, did Barcelona lose? No, man, they won. They won 4-3. So we won, but at what cost, man? Darwin Núñez turned into frickin' Ronaldo Nazario. And Liverpool won. I wanted all the ops to lose. And that life would have been good with our win. But now all the other ops won. Yeah, so let's see what this, development is. I already made a prediction that Tuchel will be sacked before February 2024. And it's kind of sounding like that could actually happen because he got all this backing. Now, he could always bring the excuse that he didn't get the number 6 he wanted. And therefore, the team is. I don't think I think you work with what you have, and he said it himself. You play with what you have, and we just don't look like we understand what we're doing in possession and off it. Our pressing doesn't really do anything. Sometimes, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's fine, whatever. I'm more worried about what we do on the ball because we have the ball for 70% of our games. So, what are we doing on the ball? How do we play? How do we get out of pressing situations? Is it just Ulreich smacking the ball long, or is there a pattern to this? Is there a plan where, okay, we maybe get him to press our goalkeeper, then we go to him? There was a moment where we did it, but here's the thing. I don't want moments. I want it consistently throughout 90 minutes. That's the thing. I don't want a moment where Goretzka or goalkeeper sends it to a center back sends it to a fullback sends it to Goretzka, gets it to Kimmich, who's running forward, and it's a good sequence. I don't want that just once in the game or twice or 3 times. I want it 50 times. Not maybe 50 is too high, but I don't care. I want it over and over again. That's the definition of a pattern. I want that noticeable pattern where every team will know, okay, this is what Bayern are trying to do. Because then now they're cautious. We know what we're doing. So, I'm going to be honest. I didn't see that today. I'm still not seeing these patterns. I complained about the same thing under Nagelsmann, by the way. This isn't a new criticism of how we play. This has been a thing for a few seasons now. We still do not have these noticeable patterns. It's almost like we're coaching different styles of play depending on the game. It's like, today, we feel like we should attack. I don't want that anymore. I want consistency. So, I can. If anyone's complaining, I understand you because I'm complaining as well. But let's be happy with the result. I mean, sometimes you get the points and you get out. We're 6 points in, or 2 games in, 6 points. I mean, not more you can ask for. Other teams like Leipzig have lost games or lost a game. And we just keep going. We play Gladbach next. I expect a loss. Is that away? Yeah, I don't expect us to beat Gladbach away, man. It's going to be a draw. That's the best result we can get out of that stadium. Yeah, it's away, September 2nd. Damn. I'm meeting up with a baddie that day too, man. You're telling me my day could be ruined by Bayern before I even go on my date. Damn, bro. Crazy. So, oh, by the way, let's just praise Kane for not getting any service. This man had 0 touches at some point in the game. 12 touches in the first half. I mean, no service, even though we're sponsored by T-Mobile, you'd think their coverage would at least, give service to the players in our stadium. But no. Yeah, Kane basically just wasn't really that involved. And yet, when he got his chances, he took, a penalty and a goal that he scored, which was a good finish. I mean, he lifted it over the goalkeeper. That's world-class quality. I mean, I don't want to compare him to Tell because we know Kane's better, but we know a player like Tell would probably, shoot it right to the goalkeeper. But Kane, with the quality and the experience, just lifted it over him. Beautiful goal from Kane. A great pass from Davies. And speaking of Davies, bro, you need to chill. Your agent needs to do less talking, and you need to do more bowling. Davies is losing that fear factor opponents had of him because his passing in the final third, decision-making, it's bad. And it's like it used to be better. And this is what I mean when I say coaching is important. Everyone laughs at me when I say Hansi Flick had us playing well. But you guys are forgetting that Flick went to freaking Parc des Princes and almost beat the team that beat us with Choupo-Moting. Like, Flick really almost won that. People always forget. I don't know why there's this hate for Hansi Flick. It's because of the high line. I mean, now if we play a high line like we did with Flick, we'd probably play better. But with Hansi Flick, Davies knew what he was doing. It felt like Davies had a plan. Use the byline. We weren't doing this weird thing where Davies, as soon as he gets forward, he kind of inverts in. But whenever he gets out wide, that's where he's getting the assist and getting involved in the buildup. It's the coaching. The coaches are telling him, move in, because we see the same thing with Mazraoui. He gets forward and he kind of moves in sometimes. So I think we got to – man, we just got to simplify the game. Fullbacks overlap, and they get crosses in, and midfielders – help them and build link-ups. Dude, you need to simplify football before you try to complicate it. Make it simple to understand for the players. Make the system desirable to play in. Make it simple to understand. Because when you add too many when he moves here, you move that. Like, that's stuff you coach in, and that's stuff you can do game by game. Look at Carlo Ancelotti. He just tells his players, go. He gives them a system that's simple enough to understand, and then he lets them kind of run through and create solutions for themselves. These are professionals. It feels like maybe Nagelsmann is still affecting this team, but everyone's just trying to be things they're not. Like, you got Davies trying to be this inverted left back sometimes. Bruh, you're not inverted. Just go out wide, use your pace, beat people, go to the byline, cross it in for a tap in. That's what we want. Simplicity is key, man. Davies was very, very good, though. We have a nearly perfect gameplay. Only puzzle is a 6. If you don't see it, you have no idea about football. This guy Chico is just on my nuts every time I talk about anything. But he's still watching this channel. It's funny. He said he was going to make a channel where he talked about Bayern, and I've yet to see that channel to subscribe to it and do the same thing. It is my opinion that we don't play football that's mesmerizing. That's my opinion. We don't. If you think we're going to win the Champions League playing, this confusing system where we don't really have a noticeable pattern of play, then, yeah, I don't know what you're trying to tell me here. I mean, I want Tuchel to succeed just as much as anyone because I don't really like the concept of us sacking a manager every day. I don't want that. But I'm not about to be convinced that the way we're playing means we're going to win the Champions League. Like, come on. Leave the channel, man. Like, if you're here to just do this over and over again. A 6 would help our build-up from the back tremendously. Yeah, I think we need a 6. But even if we had a 6, like, what's the noticeable pattern of play in not just build-up phases, but in other things? By the way, Konrad Leimer came on and did that right back business. Another player that's better than Pavard. Another player that's better than Pavard. And apparently Pavard is not in the squad because he's having back problems. Never had back problems in his life, but apparently he's a 50-year-old man now. He needs ibuprofen or something. Dude, he ain't having back problems. He's not trying to play for us. And that's fine. Leave. Get your bag that we paid you for years to do nothing for us and leave this club. Pavard is a disgrace. Oh, by the way, Maxime, a journalist, Cordier says Nestoroi Arakunda to Bayern, done soon. Interesting. Wait, a permanent transfer in 2024? Yeah, Christoph Freund could finish the deal. Yo, I'd love to have that guy. Apparently, he swallowed his own tongue and choked on himself. Insanity, man. I've never seen that before. But yeah, look, overall, happy with the result. Want the performance to improve and get better. But yeah, man, I think life will get better if we had a 6. But even if we don't, let's just try to play as consistently as possible. Because we play the way we did in that first half against teams like Leverkusen, who are very drilled. I watched Leverkusen, was it yesterday or the day before? When did they play? Was it Stuttgart? No. Leverkusen played someone good, actually, right? I must be tripping. It wasn't Stuttgart. It was Mönchengladbach. Yeah, Mönchengladbach. And I watched them play, and you see exactly what Xabi Alonso is trying to do. You know the patterns, like you'll literally see it. When Xhaka gets the ball, or Palacios, or anyone in midfield, or Andrich, it doesn't matter. You could literally see them drawing pressure in, and then behind the pressure that's coming, you see Witz organizing himself to get an angle so a ball could come into his feet. Like, they do this over and over again. Xabi Alonso is really trying to drill that into his players. And then as soon as they get the ball into those spaces, you see Frimpong and Grimaldo take off to overlap, and you see Florian Wirtz and Hoffman kind of come in, and Boniface is holding the line. Or he comes in, and then Hoffman replaces him, and Witz is here. Like, they're creating these triangles and switching around. Like, there's that pattern. So we need that. We need that at Bayern. We will see that annual Gladbach loss. We will see the annual Gladbach loss. This guy said he hurt my feelings by not agreeing. Bro, you didn't hurt my feelings. You're just a weirdo. Kane is obviously man of the match, but Davies is a close second. I thought Davies had a few chances to just make a better pass, but overall, like I'm not angry with his play, but I think he just needs to. I think he's losing that fear factor. There was a time where Davies touched the ball and opponents just said, nah, I'm not dealing with this guy's pace. But he needs to just focus. Like, sometimes just a simpler pass is better than trying to, do something like, and also just the passing accuracy in the final third. There was a few moments where a cutback would, like a simple one, and maybe he got intercepted, something else happened. That's what we need. We just need that consistency. Who do we bring on as substitutes? Leimer came on, obviously, from Mazraoui, did well. A few good sequences from Leimer. That's good to have a player that's versatile. I still think we should sign. Imagine if we just kept Cancelo, man. The reason we signed Guerrero is the reason we didn't sign Cancelo on a permanent was because we thought Guerrero, free transfer, great, better deal. And I don't think this club thought Pavard would leave or want to leave. But then, damn, man, now we need a Cancelo, man. Is he at Barca, or is he still at Man City, where it's like undecided where he's going? At Barcelona and City are nearing their agreement. Nah, but guys, imagine Barcelona about to get him with a 40 million or something obligation to buy. I mean, if we could have just, Cancelo wanted to stay as well. If we could have just, signed him up, kept him for an extra year, and on loan with an option or an obligation, probably obligation. City wouldn't do an option. Obligation to buy. Like, this guy really did well for our team. We would have had a good right back, backup for Mazraoui, and also someone that could be a competitive left back option for Davies. We wouldn't need an injured Guerrero. I mean, we didn't know he'd get injured, but we wouldn't have signed him if we just got Cancelo. And Cancelo solved two problems at once, and he's very fit all the time. And he's also really good. Now we got to go look for Chalobah. He's close to joining Barca, which is why we didn't activate our option to buy. That's not why though. I think we don't have the funds for Cancelo. No. Here's the thing. Barcelona are about to sign him up with a 30 million or something, like some cheap option to buy. Maybe that's some money laundering between those two clubs, because there's no way City are letting them go for that cheap. So I think, whatever. We ain't getting him. So I don't mind Chalobah as long as he's better than Pavard. I don't mind him. Oh, Kane got man of the match. Alphonso Davies with his third assist of the season in his second game. We are really cooking. I think Fonzie's going from strength to strength. But here's the thing, as I'm talking about, sometimes he needs to improve his final pass. I just be reading the funniest things on Twitter. All right, whatever. So, one thing I will say about Davies last season and why I think he was so out of form is because of the injuries. I think Davies is a momentum player. He needs momentum. If you guys notice, when he gets into his patches where he's just unplayable for opponents, he needs a few games, or he was playing a few games and he gets into that rhythm and he's just moving and he's just flowing. But last season he would get a knock. He had myocarditis or pericarditis, just a heart condition. He would something would happen or get an injury before the World Cup. Something always happened to just kind of upset his rhythm and his momentum, and he would have to stop. So I think this season, if he just stays fit for a good duration of time, then that's where we'll get the most out of him. Because, it ruins any player's momentum to get injured. But I've noticed it with Davies in particular. He'll come back from the injury and he needs games to get into the rhythm. And we don't know how many games that's going to take. But you see him getting into rhythm. His performances are improving. And 3 assists in 2 games is pretty great, man. It's nice. Imagine he gets 22 assists, beating Muller's record. By the way, Thomas Müller, he was also another sub. I think he should have started. I mean, I guess why Tuchel went with Gnabry was because Müller just recovered from an injury. Because it wasn't because of their recent performances. I think I would have gone with Müller. Because Müller came on last game and didn't he? I don't know. He just played really well. A few great passes last game. So I would have really gone with Müller. I think Müller, I don't know. I think that would have been better to build the connection between Müller and Kane, if there is one to be found, immediately, as opposed to playing Gnabry and experimenting in that role. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Also, the subs, I mean, that's one thing I think Tuchel does better than Nagelsmann. He actually makes subs in the 70th minute, 75th minute, that's better than what Nagelsmann would do. This man would wait till the 85th minute to make one change. So, slightly better. I want Davies to extend his contract. I think he'll leave us for Real Madrid. If he's going to leave us, just cash in next season for 120 million. Nah, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy. I don't think he's going to leave to Madrid. I think his agent wants a big deal for him. They want a big contract. Gnabry is good. Stop the hate. 18 million a season we're paying him. I mean, did I say he was bad? I just said in the role, Müller is better. Duh. Gravenberch on his future. I don't know what will happen in the next few days. What the heck? Do you think Parrots would get a chance to be first goalkeeper till Neuer comes back? I think he's better than Ulreich. I've never even watched him play, but I just think he's better. I'm not a fan of Ulreich, man. I don't think he doesn't give me confidence. It's funny. This guy says Gnabry's good. This guy says Gnabry is shite. We need the bag for Gnabry. See, I like to. I wouldn't mind keeping Gnabry as long as he's giving us goals, but I just want more consistency from him. You can't just score against Stuttgart and think that's good enough. No, I need you to give me goals against big teams. It used to be he would only score in big games, and now it's like he'll only score in these small games. So yeah, that's what we want. We want consistency from him, and yeah, let's see if we get more of that. Would you agree a Chouameni? Yeah, of course. I like Davies, love him, but it's Chouameni. That's a generational DM right there, man. But even if we don't get Chouameni, why don't we just keep Davies and then get a DM that could be like Chouameni? I'm hoping in that French league, these new kids that are coming up, they better be playing like Chouameni. Davies is on fire. Why aren't Bayern doing everything on their power to keep him? I mean, we are. We are doing everything on our power to keep him, but we can't force him to sign a new contract. And I believe his agent said, the sources were saying his team wants to wait it out, see what happens, and then go from there. Yeah, Gravenberch basically making that comment sounds to me like he could be leaving. The club could accept the bid for him. You think we'll get Paulinho? See, we haven't even been linked to him, so I don't think we're going to get him. I think I need our new sporting director to find us the next Rodri or the next Chouameni or Casemiro. Casemiro's kind of losing his edge, though. I'm seeing this. Well, then again, he's in midfield by himself because United are dookie. They suck. Bayern sell Gnabry, Moting, and Pavard, get Vara. So if we sell 3 players, let's get 1. That's what you mean? I mean, if we sell Gnabry and Choupo-Moting, we're going to need 2 attackers because, you just lost your backups, or one of your backup strikers. You just lost one of your starting wingers. So you're going to need two players, unless you just want Matisse Tau to just be the main backup forever. Kim loses like 10 danger. Yeah, Kim and Jay, his passing wasn't really on it today. He was playing a little bit like Upamecano, to be honest, and Upa was playing like Kim. They switch roles for a game, and I want him to switch. Well, I mean, I don't want anyone to play like Upa. I just want him to play well all the time. Upa was great today. Goretzka's fine too. Yeah. All right, boys and girls. It's Sunday. It feels weird having games on Sunday. I forgot what this felt like. I missed church for this. I missed church for this funeral, man. How boring was that first half? But yeah, if you're Augsburg, you must be pissed. You must be pissed. Yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go. Guys, I just watched V for Vendetta. A friend of mine was like, "You gotta watch this movie," and the movie started off. It was so confusing. It started off weird. Oh my gosh! I watched the movie on a cracked website when I had an Amazon subscription where I could have just watched it for free. Oh my god! But yeah, the movie started off really weird. I was like, I don't get it. And then it just became it's iconic, man. I love watching that. It's kind of like The Matrix, but real life, I guess. Anyways. Messi will cook. All right, cool. Musiala on the front. Vitz is a 10. Well, actually, let me do a poll right now. I wish the mods could mods do a poll? I want to know what the chat feels like. Who do you think would? Do you think Bayern should sign Florian Wirtz next season? Yes or no? I don't know if the mods can even do that. I watched Get Out. Damn. Why'd you say Get Out? Yo, I need to be careful of these snow bunnies, man. They might lock me up. Put me in some weird movie, man. Don't leave. Okay. Okay, so everyone said yes. Okay. Nah, you're these guys are just doing they're just saying anything, bro. Okay, I've heard that one before in real life. But you know this one fat lady at the gym, she was fat. But it was good for her because she knew she was fat, so that's why she was working out. She came up to me at the gym while I was working out, and she was like, "You look like Sam Abitsanya from Ted Lasso." I was like, "Oh, bro, come, bro, like, bro, not every black guy looks alike." She looked like a Karen too, a fat Karen, not like a normal. She looked like two Karens put together. But yeah, man, you guys just find any black dude, and that's what I look like. You racist suckers. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I might go live tomorrow around this time. I don't know. Might do a match debrief, or they might be. Yeah, exactly. I look nothing like him. That's the point. That's why I was like, that guy's weird. Come on, I'm not. Come on. All right. Anyways, might do a match debrief tomorrow or anything else. I don't know. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Me, SN, Mia, and peace.